Hello everybody, welcome to the preview show for the Red Shark Premier League final here at the office, the National Stadium here in Kingston, Jamaica. My name is Christopher Scott and alongside me is Romario da Silva. How are you doing?
I'm alright. Great to be here. The final, Portmore United versus Waterhouse, the second one again. Congratulations to Cavaliers to winning the third place prize. What we can see, a good encounter this evening.
Yeah, very much so. A beautiful goal scored by the man Alex Marshall, main man at St. George's College, now one of the main men here in an outstanding trio in Cavaliers. They got third place even though they weren't in third place when the season ended for the preliminary season. They were in fourth and Mount Pleasant were in third. So guys, we're getting ready for the finals. It's in about an hour or so, little less than an hour, and it will be contested. It's a replay of last year's finals. Waterhouse, who finished better last year than this year than last year, they were in second, and they're going to face the defending champions, Portmore United here. Bench because they played very well against Portmore United. They went all the way to penalties, but unfortunately a very good penalty stopper in the man Chevron Champal was the difference maker for Portmore United as they won 4-3 on penalties. So this match we spoke with Bent, the assistant coach, and we spoke with Ricardo Gardner. Ricardo Gardner just said that they just want to go out there and play football that they know can win the game. But Ben says that he's gunning for this title. They want to do one better than what they did last year. What do you think about the words from both assistant coaches?
Well, it speaks very heartwarming for the both coaches because they have played well in the season and to see them reach thus far. And you can't say anything about congratulating your team and to work harder to come to winning the championship next season.
And it's all happening here at the office, they call it, National Stadium, where the finals will be contested as it always did. There was a little bit of change in the format this year for the semi-finals. The quarters were played at both legs, home and away, for the different teams, but both legs of the semi-finals from Mount Pleasant, Cavaliers, Waterhouse and Portmore United were played right here at the National Stadium. But as you can see, the fans are filling the stands, both grandstand and bleachers. More so over there for the bleachers, but certainly here for the grandstand. This is where it is, and a lot of persons in as the fans and I should say the analysts and the commentators are saying that this could be the year for Waterhouse.
Yes, true indeed. And if they do go ahead and win the championship, they well deserved it. To see Waterhouse under the leadership of Donovan Ducky last season, and they changed their manager under a different manager this season, and they reached to another final again, that shows the progressiveness, the perseverance of this Waterhouse squad. Deep squad, right? And there's nothing much more better you can say for Waterhouse for not winning this championship. They deserve it if they do, but they are again with the stumbling blocks of a Portmore United. That's a very tough opponent.
And that is so true. And as we said, the fans here gathering at the National Stadium, and I just want to talk about the journey of, as we hear the man Marcel Fuzzy Gale got coach of the year coach of the month for January and February. Congratulations to Fuzzy Gale. There was a three-way tie for the most goals. It was Colorado Murray, Tremaine Stewart and Javon East, and it was a very good race for the leading goal scorer. Tremaine Stewart made a late surge, and it was the difference maker. Now, speaking about Waterhouse now, I don't think there was much change in terms of their performance. I mean, yes, Donovan Ducky coached them to the finals, and they were in the playoffs, as in the quarterfinals. But Donovan Ducky took them up from a place where they were almost relegated. And they were in the playoffs, the quarterfinals, and went to the finals and went all the way to penalties against Waterhouse. So, I mean, Isn't it not surprising for you that they're doing so well now?
No, because it's to show that the team is well rounded, despite the little notches they're going off through the season with managerial problems and stuff. But you can see this Waterhouse team, they had a depth, right? Included Donovan Duki left, he draw 2 to 3 players from Waterhouse, which is Cardell Bembo and others, and they still can progress to the final yet again, back-to-back final with their same opponent, Pomo United. That show perseverance, and that show that Waterhouse, they are hungry, they are coming, they are going to fire every cylinder. We are going to have a cracker game this evening.
I'm ready for it. To be honest, I think the work has to be done on the field in terms of the clinical finishing for both teams. They do have players that can do it. Tremaine Stewart, not the striker for Waterhouse, but he's the man that can get them the goals and ready to drop. And I think so far it is start of next season, and I think they want to send him off in style, winning the trophy 1-4. And then we have the Waterhouse team that almost clinched it but couldn't, and they can do it here tonight. What a story for both teams.
Well, speaking particularly for Javon East, down in the league about the second round, he was having a little glitches. We're not seeing that Javon East that we used to. And I spoke to him, and he was saying that he was going through some phases. And once he gets back all his cleat together, his feet on, and a move on track, we're going to see that Javon East of consistency. And what he said, it's a right mango. He arrived the right time, and he take Portmore to the final. A beautiful goal in the semi-final, coming into the final. He is the man to be watched on Portmore United team.
And I think overall, I think people don't give the Schoolboys a lot of credit for what they've done in terms of boosting his confidence. One of the goals that Javon East scored, which was in the second leg, which was the only goal that was scored in that contest, was made by the man Emilio Rousseau. So a lot of people are not giving these Schoolboy footballers a more credit than they should get. The man Lamar Walker, who is a brilliant footballer from Clarendon College, won the All-Ireland title with Clarendon College as well as the Costa Cup. And Emilio Rousseau, who went to the finals against Kingston College, unfortunately did not win. As a matter of fact, he was the only Schoolboy footballer on Portmore United that was around about 18 to 25 that went to a finals, the Manning or a Schoolboy football finals, and didn't win. Andre Lewis did it in 2012, scored in the finals against Heidel, where they won by 3-0. And the man Lamar Walker did it against Cornwall College, even though they were reduced to 10 men, but it's back here to the finals. I mean, what a contribution from the Schoolboy footballers. Lamar Walker, a former Schoolboy footballer, Andre Lewis, and a man, Emilio Rousseau, who, when we spoke to Stanley in a previous preview show, said that he was the best left back in the country. What a set of players.
Yes, and to show that the Manning Cup, which is grassroots, it shows evident that these players, these school youth, they are nurtured in a way, because to look at the capacity of spectators that follow the Schoolboy football, well, it's not a bit of a shame to say, but it's much more than our local Premier League. And to that show you the fan base, that to show you that the rumbling, busting, all the art weekend need to be strong, because why? At the National Stadium, the same atmosphere, even a bigger one, and that shows the Schoolboy football, the pride, the strength to exploit, to go on the bigger stage. And this what shows evident right here at the National Stadium in the RSPL. The young youths growing up from the Manning Cup, from St. George's, the likes of Charlie Smith, the likes of Jamaica College, they are the one, the nurturing talent that comes to the Premier League to show quality. And the one thing I have to say, that the nurturing of this team, the nurturing of this national grassroots, we should be 100% giving gratitude to the Schoolboy League.
That is so true. And the man that scored today actually played in a final since the man Miguel Coley was the coach, and that man was Alex Marshall. They were thrashed by 4 goals in that time. It was Super Cup finals, and was was against Jamaica College, and he scored here tonight to give Cavaliers a third placing in this year's Premier League. So congratulations, Cavaliers once more. And also, Aaron Elliott, who's from Jamaica College as well, he did not score at all in the schoolboy season. Came into the semi-finals against Elizabeth Tickle, who, by the way, had a schoolboy on the Cavaliers team, Ronaldo Webster, and he scored a hat-trick. The schoolboy footballers in this year, this crop of teams: Jacomba from Cardwell College, Walker from Clarendon College, Emilia Rousseau from St. George's, Shatterboy Taylor, Jordan Petrikin, Damani Harris, so many players, Kasim Preet, Nathan Thomas, so many players, Elliott, so many players from the different teams. Do you think it's a golden generation for this team to maybe be bring back to this team, maybe even qualify for a World Cup?
Yes, and I was the one to say it. Not the golden generation for the Premier League or the schoolboy football, but for the national setup to qualify Jamaica for the 2022 Qatar, right? And to see these crop of players, all they need someone to guide them, nurture them, show them the way, open opportunity for them. And once we have that, they won't go anywhere. It's just like a dog in your house. Once you feed him, you do every single thing, he won't stray.
That's right, that's right. So we're just getting word. It's 4-2-1-3 for Portmore United and a 4-3-3 formation for Waterhouse. To just give you the lineups: Shimon Champal, he's in goal, and then we have Ryan Wellington, Damian Williams, Ricardo Morris, Javon East, Asani Ricketts, Roberto Johnson, Andre Lewis, Mario Harry, Donaghy Fred. Those are the lineups on the bench for them. Emilia. So there's one schoolboy footballer tactic by the man Shabar Thomas to maybe bring on if it gets too much for Portmore United.
Try to combat that 4-2-1-3 formation that just if they wanted to attack, but they the counter attack from Portmore United. And to speak for the super sub player to come on.
All right, so the other team 4-3-3 was particularly well against the Cavaliers team, and they are Thomas, Mark Miller, Andre McFarlane, Andre Leslie, and Kemar Daly. That's the starting. Then on the Chambers, another Thomas, Damian Binns, Carlos Wright, Gervin Brown, Andre Fletcher, Stephen Williams, Rafiq Thomas, and Kimani. The most important, does he have to be our
level head? Because sometimes we know by the jerks and the opponent, you can quite a bit affected into this final. The main objective should be on his core of his mind that I want to win this trophy, and to win this trophy.
Very good player for Waterhouse this season. He plays left back for Waterhouse, and he's been catching up because of how clinical he is in terms of defense. He does very well overlapping, and he dresses back, or we say track back, very, very well. How important as well does Ricardo Thomas have to be? He was a captain at one point. He was a captain in the first leg of the semi-finals that they played against Cavaliers. They won by 2-0. How important does he have to be in order for Waterhouse to keep a defensive shape?
But yes, so look, but also as for the defensive shape, you look into the season, Waterhouse build up playing. Every goal that they've been scored, it's starting from the right back, build up, right? And to know that the track back is very well. At this final, nobody is wanting to be brain drained. Everyone wants to keep their composure. And I think that they might attack, but they might attack cautiously.
Alright, so the man, Emilia Rousseau, actually is not going to play left back this evening. He's starting as a left wing player. And the man that will be left back is Roberto Johnson. So Roberto Johnson will start as left back, and Emilia Rousseau will start as left wing. Now, Emilia Rousseau has a brilliant volley, and I've been watching him since the schoolboy football season when he played for St. George's College. What a player he is. And Also, what I have to say is that the man Keith Simpson, I think, also has to be a level-headed player. Seems like a level-headed man. Keith Simpson has to be very, very, very composed sitting in front of the back four. He plays the central defensive midfield role for Waterhouse. How important does his leadership skill has to be in order for the Jerusalem-based team to maybe come away with the victory?
Well, it's very important, and with the likes of Sean Laws, he's also there, and to know that the two leadership that can mold this Waterhouse team to their standing victory. It commands, as what I said, it commands professionalism, it commands cool-headed, it commands a way of the attribute. That is what is in your head to winning that trophy, that golden ball trophy. You need it in your cabinet. And Waterhouse, for them to exploit Portmore United, they have to pass the ball around the park, cool levels, build up from the right back, or from the back as we'll say, and to exploit Portmore United on the counter attack. They are much more manageable in terms of their formation because they are 4-3-3, they are balanced. But Portmore United 4-2-1-3, you can exploit the middle. Once you control the middle of Portmore United, you have all their gates open.
Well, that's certainly true. They can use the 4-3-3 formation and actually exploit it. And the man Sean Laws and Nicolai Finlayson would have some work to do up front because the man Rodney Smith, he's starting, and also Emilio Rousseau as left back, but the man Javon Isu has been an exceptional form in the semi-finals, as I said, round the right time, which I think has been so important for Portmore from a couple of seasons now. They've rounded out their players at the right time and they've done so well. Do you think they have to be particularly careful now that this team of Waterhouse has played so much better football game? Do you think they need to maybe just be cautious of what can happen?
Yes, speak as what I said, you can attack, but you attack cautiously. You don't want it to get all carried away when you're attacking, but you cannot manage the exploitation of Waterhouse attacking you in a counter-attack. And I said counter-attackism, that's the thing that's evident in football. We need to have it, the players need to be aware of it, but also can contain that counter-attack from Waterhouse.
Yes, and we're just going to ask the comments. Let's see who. Oh, thank you so much. Who is that? Dilworth. So, thank you guys. Sir German Teddy Johnson here with us. Let's have a word with us. All right, so we have a man here, German Teddy Johnson. How are you doing?
I'm here, man. I'm just chilling. What's up?
All right, nothing much now. Teammate Colorado. Joint leading goal scorer for the season, a man who had to sit back a little bit last season to just allow you
to just keep focus and keep playing his good football, because shooting is one of his good abilities, so he's going to come forward.
Alright, I know you want to enjoy my match, so I'm going to ask you one more question before you go. What team are you will win this or maybe?
To be honest, I'm just good game. I can't choose. That's gonna sound bad for me, but I'm just gonna watch a good game.
All right, thanks. You're gonna ask me
one question, Teddy. All right. Due to this here, you have seen a couple of player at Tivoli Garden. Do you think you guys are gonna be a strong contender next season for the?
I think the main focus of Tivoli is just to stay focused and just to keep a good clean sheet. Believe in the coach as everything right way.
Have a good season.
The team or me?
You personally?
No, remember I was injured, so it wasn't good, but I finished with goal from about 6 games.
Your leadership and mentorship, even sitting on the bench on your injured stood, do you think that gave a pivotal role for Tivoli?
I think when I talk to the player, always look, and it's going to come better next season for me, because I'm going to be more involved in the coaching part with them, so it's going to be better.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, one more. It's something. Is there a specific player apart from Colorado Murray that you think was outstanding for you guys this season?
I think Puppy, what's his name? I think it's I can't remember his name, but Puppy, they call him Puppy. Good player, number 7, very good player. Colorado is going to be the one who elevates.
Alright, enjoy the game.
No problem, I respect.
Alright, so that was Jermaine Teddy Johnson, people, from Tivoli Gardens. I know we had so much more questions to ask him, but
Very influential player.
very influential and charismatic player. He said he's just out here to enjoy the scenes here at the National Stadium. But guys, look at this. The office under bright lights, and it's action time. What would you tell Waterhouse to keep them calm, composed, and ready for war against Portmore United?
Well, I will say that, well, guys, we're in the final. There's one shot, we're going to give it our all. But what you guys need to do is just keep your composure, keep a level head, and keep the explore opportunity that we put them on one back. That's it.
And what the coach for Portmore tells to contain the player Tremaine Stewart and his goal scoring ability this season.
Well, the likes of that Tremaine Stewart, he likes the mobility of Tremaine Stewart. It's very good, and he don't like a player to be hands-on with him. So what you can do, you could use that as your advantage, and you'll probably not get a good game from him tonight once you stick to that plan.
All right, here's what I propose as a coach for Waterhouse. I would tell them, make use of your dead ball situations. We saw a few occasions with Mount Pleasant where the dead ball situation was not the easiest to defend against that team. Francois Swaby wasn't as involved as he should be in it, but yet they still made it interesting. Suli McCullough made it nervous for them through a dead ball situation, and they've been the best dead ball team, Waterhouse. I would personally say use the dead ball to your advantage. Keith Simpson gets more involved inside the 18-yard box when it's a corner, or it's a free kick near the 18-yard box and you can swing it in to maybe get a head on or maybe a boot. As the Portmore team, the midfield is your strength. Use it. Have Amelia Rousseau being involved more, but have Amelia Rousseau maybe interchange with Roberto Johnson, because Roberto Johnson can overlap. Even though he cannot overlap as fast as Amelia Rousseau, have him overlap. I maybe would have started Lamar Walker because he wants to control the pace of the game from early in the middle of the park. Even so, you started that formation 4-2-1-3. I would start more so Lamar Walker to control the pace of the game more. Randy Smith is a man that can produce off the bench. We've seen it on more than one occasions. We did a match between Arnett and Portmore United, and he was one of the difference makers off the bench with Cleon Price. I would have put him on the bench, have him come on when there's a little bit of nerves and settle it. So that would be my coaching tactics, both for Portmore and for Waterhouse, because Waterhouse now has the ability to maybe set some things up and maybe have a game plan during their passing, because they can pass pretty well. And the man Andre McCartney can hold up the play very, very well, and can strike and can maybe set up a goal for the man Tremaine Stewart, and also Kemar Dadadele. Don't forget him. He can come off the bench and produce something special.
Yeah, because I am expecting a gladiator battle tonight at the National Stadium. Very intense, killing instinct. What a game. This is a final, back-to-back final of both teams. Waterhouse, they need a bite of the cherry, while Portmore United want the bargain whites. What can be expected here at the National Stadium tonight?
All right, as we see comments coming in, I want to ask you, how far do you think this will go, and what is the scoreline for you?
Well, the scoreline for me, it will be a 2-1 in the favor of Waterhouse.
2-1, wow. I don't think many persons will want to agree with you on that one. But I also think Waterhouse might exact revenge as they get comments coming in. Speedy Israelite said that he's watching from Trinidad, and he says Portmore is going to win. So I'd like to say hi from the people from Trinidad and Tobago, the Trinidadians. Many persons say Portmore. Is it because of how they play this season that persons are predicting the defending champions to retain their title?
Well, not so with that, how they play. Yes, it's brilliantly from this season. But as you can say, that Portmore United, they have a team with history, and that's played evident for them to come in to win the 6th title, going for your 7th title. That speaks a lot of fortune for them.
Well, the man Shami Blake says Waterhouse is going to score 6. I'm not sure of that, because the man Rosario Harriet is such a resolute defender in the goal. He's a man that stands firm around the back. I shouldn't say in goal because Shepherd Chambal is the goalkeeper, but the man Rosario Harriet commands from the back, and he will have to do that in this match here.
But that fans is right. He predicted that he thought it's very tough. But the last time in a final since we have seen 6 goals scored, it was Waterhouse versus Manchester Bay United here, when that game also ended 5 goals to 1 in the favor of Manchester Bay United.
So we're just going to wrap up here. You said 2-1. I said 2-1 in extra time. I think it's going to be 1-1 at the end of 90 minutes, and then Waterhouse might get the winner. But Tremaine Stewart particularly has to step up. Last year he didn't do what he was supposed to do, and he was one of the main players that was supposed to produce, along with Friday Bembo, of course, who did very well in the semi-finals against Arctic Gardens when he was at Waterhouse last season. So, guys, we're going to close now as we see some comments coming in. The last comment says, are you going to put the match with Ramona? My father plays for that team and I never went with him. It's on the website for free, so you can watch that for free. And just to give you just a basis, Central Kingston actually bow out. Medforest defeated them by 2-1. Ramona defeated Boys Town by 2-0. And remember, 2 teams from Kasafa is going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be in the playoffs to see who will be promoted. So, guys, on behalf of myself, Christopher Scott, Romario da Silva, and the man in charge, Brandon Carvalho, stay tuned, guys, on the website, islandsports.net, and the mobile app, Island Sports Network, is available on the Apple Store as well as the Google Play Store for Android users. $2.99 per month if you type in playoffs, so you still have a chance tonight to watch it for $2.99. And also, if you don't get it, it's $3.99, so it's not a big difference, and it's not that expensive. It's about $500 a month, and we'll see what happens. But exciting finals. The man, assistant coach Ben, says he wants the head on a platter. He said he wanted Cavalier's head on the plate so he can deliver Portmore's head on the platter. He did the first half of the statement. Let's see if he'll do the second half. Shabar Thomas, Cool Calm and Collected, said he's going to go out there and hope his team does the best and win. So guys, remember, we're going to be featuring this on the website and the mobile app only. The mobile, type in the Google Play Store and Apple Store, Island Sports Network, and as well, sign up. You will pay $3.99 if you don't want to type in playoffs. Type in playoffs, you get $2.99. That's $1 off discount. And you can view it on the website at islandsports.net. Any closing words?
Yeah, all you guys can do, our viewers at Island Sports Network, great network. We're going to see a battle. Like the Battle of Ottawa, this is the Battle of Jamaican Gladiators.
Alright, so guys, we're going to close off here from the National Stadium. So, on behalf of myself, again, Christopher Scott, Romario da Silva, and the man in charge, Brandon Carvalho, also the cameraman, Janoy Powell, guys. He has been doing some of the games this season, and he has been tremendous for us so far this season. And we know that the man Brandon Carvalho is going to come in islandsports.net. So guys, this is actually our final pregame show for the Red Stripe Premier League.
Yeah, we might come back for Casafa.
We're going to come back for Casafa to do some pregame shows, but guys, this is going to be an intense matchup. So, Island Sports Network, our sports, our way, here at the office, the National Stadium. It's so long farewell for this season for the Red Stripe Premier League, but be back with us for the Casafa Super League pregame show, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful.